Before we wrap up this year's Macedonia 2025 Summit, I would like to take a moment to thank all of our speakers, board of directors, sponsors, attendees. We could not have done this without you. And now I would like, for the closing remarks, invite the CEO, Nikita Mojsovska-Blaževski, and the Vice Chair of the Board of Directors, Vasko Kronevski, to close the summit.
We are not going to sing the song.
No.
Although we had this great birthday today.
Yeah,
and apparently...
Victor deserved the song. But later on, over the drinks.
Yeah.
So thank you all for being part of the 14th Annual Summit of Macedonia 2025. It was an amazing pleasure to see the energy, the vibe that was created around the summit. And I must say that every year brings more pressure for the upcoming year. When we opened the summit, we expected that we're going to at least achieve what we achieved last year. That basically, from what I heard from the crowd, from the comments last year, was amazing energy, a lot of inspiration based on facts, experience, but basically motivating everyone that we can do more. And basically, it all comes to how we can go forward and do that. We're thankful to all the participants, speakers, supporters, sponsors that contributed to this, because the discussions, the points raised, the inspiration given is invaluable, because what we gain out of this is experience from others and how we can bring it all here. But what's most important, being the board of directors, having the leadership and entrepreneurship in their blood, we want to act. So we don't want to wait, we don't want to plan, we want to do. And we are not just a think tank, we are a think-do tank. So we want to say that we're going to act immediately. Start small, think big, act now. And this is very important, that we want to act, but not alone. Whatever was discussed here as an inspiration and what we can do and how we can leapfrog, this cannot be done by a small group of people within Macedonia 2025, although we are growing year by year by different types of association within our work, board, ambassador clubs, sponsors, supporters, projects that we cooperate. We still need a lot of stakeholders to support us. So the government, the educational system, the private sector, NGOs, so many type of institutional support and partners are needed to transform and to leapfrog. So this is kind of a call up for action. Macedonia 2025, it's no one's ownership, it's ours. It's a platform that we want to show that it's open to anyone to contribute, to give their support, to give their contribution to move it forward.
Thank you, Vasko, for this great introduction, which is part of the closing remarks. I would go back to this last panel because it really reflects one of the things that we want to achieve, to bring diaspora back to Macedonia and also to pursue their investments in Macedonia. I would like to, because I know that they all had their own stories, but I would like to just add that Dalibor is actually big ambassador for return migration in Macedonia. And what he does, it's not just that he lobbies for that, but he makes songs using AI personally for each of his friends who live abroad, and the songs are actually asking them to come back to your homeland, and, you know. So thank you, Dalibor, for doing that. And he also made the perfect song for Macedonia 2025, and you know, we will promote it soon, but using AI, which is very interesting. So thank you all for being here. Those of you that were here during my opening remarks know that what I mentioned is that we really cannot do anything without all of you, starting from the board of directors, advisory board, ambassadors club, but each one of you. And I mentioned that about 60% of you here were either part of our programs as individuals or as businesses. And we would like to see that in the next years it will be 100% filled with our participants in our programs. There are people throughout the history of this organization, going back 18 or 20 years, that really supported the organization in many different ways. And we want to thank them all individually. And each year, if you follow us, we do contribute part of our talks, discussions, and so on these special people to us. All of you are special. But there are people that really donate a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of networks, and so on. I would not mention here financial contributions. It's important, but not the key to the success of this organization. So I would like to actually present, it's not an award, it's really kind of recognition to few people who really deserve this. And what we do in the office, we say, okay, let us see who donated most time, not money, but most time to this organization. I would like to mention a few people, and I would really like to ask them to come here so that we all celebrate them. The first one is one of the people who was, I think, first Macedonian, so from Macedonia, that was part of the organization from the early days. He's also, I say, founder of the summit, along with another friend, Anna Arsov, former CEO of the summit, I would say that. And he's true friend to each one of us, person that you all know, but I think that we should publicly recognize this person for all his effort, time, and energy that he donated to this organization. So it's Zoran Martinovski. Zoran, I would really... We need a picture otherwise.
Yes.
I'm just asking Zoran whether he wants to give a speech, but okay.
Use the platform.
Yeah, use the platform,
Okay.
Zoran.
Act.
First of all, I'm truly honored for receiving this award, and just naturally, I wanted just to reflect on how it started, and if you allow me just 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, I recall my very first board meeting in New York, and then the topic back then was, well, what's the future of the organization and what we should be doing? And basically, John and I were walking like several blocks, if you remember, and I said, look, let's give it like 1 more year to rethink the purpose, and the next year, basically, the idea about the summit was born. The vision was to create a platform for Macedonian business professionals to connect and cooperate and leverage, their sort of experience, knowledge, and so on. So I'm happy that that vision that was born, again, 15 years ago is still very much alive. And I would like to express my gratitude to the leadership, to the founding fathers, Mike, John, Mitre, but also to Nikica for taking this to the next level and make it really what was always the idea, to make a Davos of the Balkans. Nikica, congratulations.
Thank you, Zoran, again. And there are additional people who, again, donated a lot of time and energy to this organization. I would like to invite them all on the stage. They're not informed previously, so please don't be surprised. So Vasya Petkovska, and I hope they're here because this is a moment of surprise. Elena Panova. Alexander Celeski. Alexandra Miloševska. There is one additional person who already received kind of recognition from this organization, but mainly as a representative of a company. And today I would like to give this recognition to him as a person, and that is Petar Rybarski.
I feel compelled to say this. This summit keeps getting better and better every year. And Zoran, you actually said during that walk, what if we got a bunch of people together in Ohrid and we bring in business people from America, Canada, and with the local people, and we put everyone together? And I was like, do you think it can work? And Nikita, you and your organizing team have taken this summit every year. It's better and better and better. You've done a fantastic job. So he may have conceived of the idea, but you made sure that the baby is off and running now. So thank you on behalf of all of us.
I think. No. I will not jump into, but special thanks needs to go to the team, and I'll let Nikita do that, because the efforts, everything that was done to make this look so smooth and professional. I already told last night to the team that if I ever try to organize something in this scale, I would not bother do it within my company. I would just hire them, because this is to be on total autopilot as a guest at a conference that everyone perceives that we are organizing feels really good. None of us was bothering with any details. Thank you.
You know, he thanked everyone, but I wanted to go into more serious topic. Yes, I mean, this is event at which we want to talk about the future of the country. We want to create the vision or support creating the vision, and then also kind of inspiring and motivating all of us, especially the policymakers, to really move the needle or to implement, to execute. It is also an event where we want to celebrate our organization, so apologies if this took too much time, but really, as I said, this organization is running on people's time, energy, and enthusiasm about the country. However, I would like to go back to my opening speech yesterday and convey one key message. There were many messages that were conveyed during the summit in each panel, on each topic, and I believe that you already have them with you. But the key message that we would like to convey is that apparently we need bold or bolder reforms. We need reforms that will transform this lovely, nice, and beautiful country into a country that is more prosperous, a country where the living standard would be higher, a country where the happiness of people would be higher, a country, as it was mentioned, that can become a regional hub, either for investments, either for doing business, for East and West, and so on. And I believe that with your effort, because each one of you present important citizens and individuals in the society, but you also represent businesses, with our efforts as Macedonia 2025, combined with diaspora, and doing advocacy with this government, that we can achieve this. And I would like to end this summit with what Mike was mentioning previously, because I think that is very important. Think big. I hope I don't get it wrong. Think big, start small, move fast. So I hope we move fast. Thank you, everyone.